Gorillaz released Strange Times, a new single with Robert E. Smith of The Cure and We Don't Care, because um, the Gorillaz Song Machine project, where they were releasing one song a month in the beginning, seemed a little bit. God damn, this is unfilmed. The Gorillaz Song Machine project seemed like it was going to be released intermittently, like a one per month thing, and that it would just like maybe it would be a collection by the end of it, but it's kind of it sits outside of an album work, at least in the release cycle that it was, or at least we thought. So, Song Machine Season 1 is going to be an album, a full Gorillaz album that is coming out in October of this year. It's going to have
take a fucking break.
It's going to have 11 songs on it, which is less than Humans. That's pretty good. There's a deluxe version, but like, well, let's not get into that right now. The main version has 11 songs on it. Based out of Song Machine, we've heard like 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm just looking forward to Beck and Gorillaz. Though,
yeah, Beck and Gorillaz is Valley of the Pagans is a song that's going to be the last Song Machine before the album comes out next month. We'll wait until the album comes out for that. But I've been wanting a Beck Gorillaz collab for a decade and a half, and so this is going to be very good. There's also Gold Link on there, which should be really nice. You have just this is a Gorillaz album where all of the it's not like the Now where all of the albums, or there's very few collaborations. Yeah. Every song has a collaboration, which is standard for Gorillaz, for like Demon Days, Plastic Beach, etc. Yeah. But there's definitely going to be a lot to say between comparing this project to Humans and the Now and Plastic Beach. But we'll save all that for the future because I've already talked way too much about this thing. And we also
told you so.
This year and the past couple years have taught us that like our already fairly strict Audioface rule needs to be much, much more strict. Disclosure hoodwinked us, Gorillaz lawyered us, me. Like, it's basically, we will be more careful about that, we promise. But we do want to mention The Cure real fast, because Robert E. Smith is on that song I cannot talk about.
They were going to make an album.
Yeah, they finished their album.
Oh, they finished it?
Yeah, they finished the album while it was on lockdown. You know, because it's, for different musical people, it's helping them in different ways. For some people, and a lot of people, I think, in the music world, the lockdown's giving them time to be really creative, so they're really flexing that and doing those things. Same with The Cure. He says it benefited him because there's been no distractions. So, yeah, that should be great. Good for him. Good for them. Good for The Cure. Good for us, because we'll be listening to that when it comes out. But the proper single that we have this week is Turntables by Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe hasn't really released many singles or much music in general from Dirty Computer. It was a phenomenal album, one of the top ones of the year that we reviewed. So she took a good break from it. Totally good. And she said a lot of this break has just been, yeah, I've been taking a break from music, trying to figure out what my new sort of styles are, what my new influences are. Artists take note. But I also haven't felt very inspired. I see all the stuff going on in the world and with society right now, but like, how do I jump in and make a song about that is like hard for me to do. Apparently Amazon made it feel a little less hard for her to do it because she made a song for the film All In, The Fight for Democracy. It's called Turntables, and it's very much a Janelle Monáe style song.
The irony that Amazon's making a film called The Fight for Democracy. Fucking irony.
The fight for democracy will be fought in the boardrooms of Amazon headquarters as they're meeting with officials from the Pentagon to decide how many drones the U.S. government will be buying from the happy evil checkmark. Anyways, the song from Janelle Monáe, it's a classic Janelle Monáe style song where it's like a little political, not so on the nose, but like really there.
It's cute.
Yeah, you're getting rapper Jane in this, where I think is very rapper Janelle Monáe, and I'm thinking it's really, really good in this. Her rapping flow has refined a lot, I think, because the spoken word thing used to be something she would like do and pop into now. Yeah. This is mostly spoken word and rapping, and it's a lot more like clean and precise. Like, it's very good. It's a very small thing, but
it's nice to see her back though and making some music.
Yes. Quick announcements for the general thing before we get into the podcast. Last week we released the Kendrick Lamar bonus episode, 156 bonus. That was a really fun one we did that goes to the musical history of Kendrick Lamar. Is Kendrick Lamar releasing a new album? It's actually really funny that the week we dropped that, and we had planned it a while ago, but the week we dropped that, there started to be some leaks of unfinished Kendrick music that came out. So, you know, Kendrick seems to be really tight-lipped with his music production, and when an album comes out, he's usually like, an album's dropping tonight at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So you never know when it happens, but when that does happen, the first thing you should do is make sure you check out Audioface 156 bonus with our Kendrick Lamar backdrop thing, which is cool. Also, Power Report, it has been 2 Sundays, so there is a new episode of Power Report. You'll notice that's not in the Audioface pod feed, there's not much related to it that I can even like tie to it. So it's just on its own on the Power Report feed. You can get all the subscription links for that by going to powerreport.world in your web browser, or go to my YouTube page at youtube.com/Dan from the internet, and all the episodes will be there as well. But check it out there. There is one episode that I can't talk about the guest yet, but there's a lot of crossover between Power Report and Audioface, and so I'm gonna cross post that one, and that might be my last one. But
Okay.
check out for that. Anyways,